Alright, we're here. November 24th Fuel. Another episode of GCW, Local to Global. We're opening the pre-show with Cassidy O'Reilly taking on Grandmaster Sexay. And Grandmaster gets the win. Gets a 47. Elsewhere on the pre-show, Ray takes on Chaos Dynamite. He gets destroyed with a springboard lariat. Ray pulls a big 13. So, expect big things from Ray. 27. Tex Slazenger beats Ted Oates, also on the pre-show. Swole has a tryout match, and he loses to the real luchador, and he will not be getting hired. Roadkill versus Rikishi. Rikishi gets the win with the Rikishi driver. Roadkill will not be hired. Raven versus Tatanka. Tatanka wanted a 1-8 deal, so I gave it to him, and I was like, Raven's not doing anything. He needs some wins, so yeah. Hercules versus Bobby Duncombe. Bobby gets the win. And final on the pre-show is D'Lo Brown getting the win over Greg Valentine. We're opening the show with The Undertaker and Kane cutting a promo, and out comes Triple H and Shawn Michaels. And some tension is growing between these two teams. So I wonder where this is heading. So 92. Godfather gets a win over Super Calo in 256 with the Ho Train. Afterwards, DX come down and beat down the Godfather for, distracting them in their respective matches over the past week. Dustin Rhodes gets a backstage promo. He accepts Bobby Duncombe's challenge to face every member of Texas Whippers before he can face Duncombe. Paul Bearer, Ken Shamrock, and The Big Show cut a promo, and they call out Diamond Dallas Page as a tag team partner at Revolution, and Ray makes his way out with no music, gets into the ring, and Bearer, he has a microphone, he's like, "Who are you?" And Ray's like, "I am Diamond Dallas Page's tag team partner at Revolution." And then Big Show chokeslams him, and they beat him down. That's the whole segment, is just them making fun of DDP's totally legit tag team partner at Revolution. Cactus Jack versus Canyon, another great match on weekly TV, because I feel like it. Give them what they want. Cactus gets a win with the Mandible Claw, gets a 90, and afterwards, Taz attacks Cactus Jack. Filthy Animals are backstage, and they both want to be number one contenders to the Cruiserweight Championship, so they agree to face off on Ignition in a number one contenders match. The winner facing Chavo at Revolution. It's going to be a friendly contest. Booker T versus Dean Malenko in the first match of a mini tournament. Also, Perry Saturn and Eddie Guerrero are in that mini tournament. The winner of that mini tournament faces Chris Benoit for the U.S. title at Revolution, and Booker T gets the win over Dean Malenko, so he advances to the finals type thing. 81. Dylan and Ventura are talking backstage, and Jesse Ventura reveals that JJ Dillon might have had a big announcement on Ignition, made some big changes to the Revolution main events that's going to alter the course of GCW history. But Ventura also has a special stipulation for our Revolution main event. And he has chosen a special enforcer who will be at ringside for the main event of Rock vs. Austin 2. And that man will be revealed soon. So 85. Chris Jericho cuts promo, and out comes Owen Hart. Owen wants the IC Championship. Chris Jericho says, "Owen, you haven't even been here since 92. Who are you?" And Owen's like, "I'm the Blue Blazer." I don't know. 84. Owen probably says, "I'm going to kick the crap out of your knee. I'm going to kick the knee out of your... I'm going to kick the leg out of your leg." That's what he says. 84. Call back to Royal Rumble. I think it's 91 or some shit. 92. 92. No, I think it's later than that. Is it 94? It might be not. Yeah, it's 94, I think. Our main event, Hollywood Blondes are back together one night only. Pillman and Austin defeat The Rock and Chris Candido when Pillman pinned Candido with Air Pillman. And afterwards, The Rock beats down Candido for losing them the match. 87. Good profit. We'll take that. A good episode of Fuel. But we're not done. We still got an episode of Ignition to book. And that's going to be the end of November. In 97, we're going to be officially getting into December and getting closer and closer to Revolution. 1997 Revolution. I think it's 9, right? I think Revolution 9, or is it 8? I can't remember. Let's go check. 9. Revolution 9. Oh. Classified as important. That's nothing. MCW made an offer to Otto Schwanz, whose contract is expiring, and he's a handshake deal. So, there, he's Bartholomew Bucklestone. Yeah, he's on a handshake deal. I don't care if you sign with him. You're not my main priority. I'm gonna be real with you. You're not even being drafted. All right. So let's get into Ignition. I'll be back with that in just one moment. All right, we're here, November 25th episode of Ignition. We've got Ventura and The Rock cutting a promo about the special enforcer for the match at Revolution. That enforcer is going to be revealed on the December 8th episode of Fuel. J.J. Dillon comes out and he announces tonight will be The Rock versus Chris Candido for the GCW World Championship. Rey Mysterio and Billy Kidman have the number 1 contenders match, and Rey gets the win with a springboard Hurricane Rana. This is just a friendly match, number 1 contenders match. Nobody's cheating, they're just having a good face versus face match, working hard. Gene interviews Booker T. This actually did pretty good. And he faces either Perry Saturn or Eddie Guerrero, and that match is next week on Fuel 83. Undertaker and Kane cut a backstage promo on Triple H and Shawn Michaels, gets an 86. Owen Hart takes on Raven and gets him with the sharpshooter, 78. Afterwards, Chris Jericho attacks Owen Hart. DDP cuts a backstage promo. He will reveal his tag team partner to face off against Big Show and Ken Shamrock at Revolution. That partner will be revealed next week on Ignition. Gets an 88. And then we got the main event, The Rock versus Chris Candido for the GCW Championship title. Great heat, good wrestling. The Rock defeated Chris Candido in 15:02 by pinfall with the corporate elbow. And we also had Brian Pillman run in and attack Candido, like Candido had done twice to Brian Pillman, costing him his Intercontinental Championship. Pillman does the same to Chris Candido here tonight, and this leads to him eating a rock bottom, followed by the corporate elbow, 1, 2, 3, and Candido is pissed at Brian Pillman. We end the show with The Rock cutting a promo about being the greatest GCW champion that this company has ever seen. Brian Pillman can't compare to him. Shawn Michaels can't compare to him. And most importantly, Steve Austin can't compare to him. And then Steve Austin turns him around, hits him with the stunner. He was there the whole time. And ends the show with a 98. A good episode of Ignition here, 89. Popularity goes up in Canada, slowly in Mexico, in Europe mostly, and a little bit of Japan. Dr. X. That was a pretty good episode of Ignition. We are now very, very close to Revolution. Getting closer and closer. I've got an episode of Rival TV to book right here. VH1, the deal for Rival TV is expiring. Let's go look at that. Alright. Are they capable of finding a decent TV slot yet? Well, Sports Channel America. It's not the same. Does it have coverage in... It has coverage in the tri-state. You know what? It's going to make more sense. At least they can get their own TV slot now. I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's fine. There we go. And then I got this episode to book. I've got Destiny coming up for Rival Pro. Right here. Yeah, we're getting closer to Revolution. Alright, I'm going to go book Rival TV. We'll see you guys in the next episode of GCW. We're getting close. We're getting close to Revolution. So, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys. Goodbye.